Oh, okay, your countdown does the thing again where it starts to count up after. You really need to deactivate this. This is driving me nuts.
So, since ANY is already getting crazy and loses sanity, we should go. Alright, then I do the intro.
Oh,
Welcome everybody to Gaming in Ties. This time with me in the pilot seat, and this time my wingman ANY up there, right? We playing Factorio today.
Indeed. And hello to the welcome to the show, I guess.
Yeah, welcome. Let me fix a little bit my camera, I guess. No, that was the wrong direction. No, it should be. I mean, that should be fine. Alright, let's do this. Chat people, are you with us?
Can we hear an...
Oh, perfect. It's connected to the wrong...
Okay,
No, it's connected to the wrong channel, obviously.
Wait, what?
It's connected to my
that's
channel.
why we are seeing. That's why we are seeing the wrong chat. Okay, let's see the magic happen. And suddenly, the chat is filled with live.
Is it?
I don't know. I hope it is.
I hope as well.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
There we are. With also, different colors this time.
Also, it's pretty amazing. Your screen share on Skype is slower and has more delay than the live Twitch app when I look at Twitch.
Does it now? Yes.
Yes, it does.
Jesus,
it's pretty amazing.
That's hilarious. All right, let's do this. Let's start the game. Factorio, it's in early access. For all intents and purposes, it's an early access game. And we will.
I have seen this ages ago.
Yeah, it's in early access forever, I would say.
Oh, one of those games.
Yeah. So we will generate a map. And there we are. That quickly.
Oh boy. This was quick indeed.
Yes. Through the power of the SSD I have now on my PC. So, what is actually happening in this game? It's the usual survivor story. We are an engineer. And as the engineer, we crash landed on a planet, and now we have to basically build a space shuttle to escape the planet. So how would one do such a thing? By just ripping the planet to its core, skinning everything alive, destroying the whole nature by just building a complex megastructure of conveyor belts and heavy industry and building a space shuttle. Obviously. So, let's get going.
Makes total sense.
Yeah. Makes total sense to me. So, yeah. That's our little dude.
Also, let's do the unprofessional thing and disappear for a second.
Oh, perfect.
I know, right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So the first thing what we have to do is we have to mine coal. Oh. That's what you mean with... Yeah, we are basically the good guy. Obviously. And why? Are you with us still? Wow. We lost A and Y. Wonderful. And Y is gone. Let's call him Dave, actually. So this is Dave. This little fellow is Dave. And Dave has now to do several things. First things first. We need to build on this coal thingy here a coal mine. By the way, if you're wondering if there's any music in this game, there is, but it's very random. It just plays for several moments and then it's gone for hours. So I never noticed actually that the music was particularly interesting. So, all right. So this little thingy here now will just mine coal for us. And this coal we basically need for everything in the start, because what would you do to make your industry running? You're just burning coal, right? So and since we do not care about anything what's nature related, we will start by just ripping those trees to shreds, and we will build a box. And that's how it goes, chat. That's the game. You are basically doing this. You're building little mining constructions, you're building little boxes, later you're building conveyor belts which are transporting the raw resources to other production facilities, and that's how it goes. Yep. And why? Where are you, dude? I will call him now. Hey! Now I have to fix the whole overlay again.
Do you?
Yes, of course. Give me a moment, chat. We are, by the way, professionals.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nobody ever doubted that.
All right.
So, but yeah, I'm now on the desktop app and not on the browser app anymore.
That's
So
good, I guess.
So hopefully the delay of doom is gone.
You missed so much. We have constructed our little coal mine thingy, which needs coal to actually do anything. That's the fun thing about it. So now, since we have 23 coal, we can take this coal and we can put it into this burner milling drill. I have no idea why. I have no idea why you would burn coal to make the drill running.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a coal drill, right? It still needs to have some kind of energy.
Yes, probably.
So, but yeah, so I guess we all agree that your engineer has to be called Dave.
Yes. By the way, one neat feature about this game is it has basically an unending map if you want.
Oh, so you can just keep running in all directions and it keeps creating more stuff.
Yes. I only say one thing. There's a complete train system in this game, and you will need it. So, proper trains, like really building a locomotive and all the railroads and having automatic train systems going through all those mineral patches and just delivering stuff.
So are those mineral patches infinite, or do they stop at some point?
They stop at some point. Yeah, you can use them up. That's
so basically you build this entire industry infrastructure, but you have to also keep adapting because it's you pick everything up?
Mm-hmm. You can pick everything up, and what I did now is that's a little trick for you guys. If you are starting out, you have basically nothing. What you can do is, rather than just waiting forever to have new materials, you're just taking your first coal mine and you're just placing it on iron. And since we have now already gathered so much coal, we have more time basically to just farm iron. Iron is one of the most important things, I would say. There are achievements in this game which are basically saying, yeah, just make 1 billion iron bars.
Oh, lovely. Also, apparently my volume went down and I can't hear the in-game inline system sounds anymore.
Let me fix that.
Yeah, fix it.
Woo! A little plus sign. So now you should be able...
Oh yeah, I hear
again.
industry noises. That's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently I am lower as well. I mean, I can start talking louder.
I mean, this time you can scream without getting angry text messages from someone.
It's true. I'm actually in a standalone building, so except for my sister's dogs, nobody, nobody will be annoyed by it, but they probably will.
In AnY's hometown, nobody can hear your scream.
It's true. It's true.
All right.
But yeah, talking about the place I'm in, so I was kind of like under the assumption that gaming in ties would probably not happen this week. So I didn't bring a tie or a shirt, so I had to last minute borrow stuff from my brother-in-law.
Good.
Sending him a text like, dude, is it okay if I borrow a shirt and a tie? I'm kind of in a pickle here.
Yeah, good. You went the extra mile. That's good.
What the WTF is Factorino? Factorio is a game where you build stuff, like Yuri is doing. And currently, okay, there's the first conveyor belt, which is now moving the iron. And then you build a collector thingy that forwards it into the melting thingy, I assume.
Yeah, that's our first conveyor belt. So...
Why is it so slow?
I mean, it's the starting conveyor belt.
Okay.
You will get faster conveyor belts later.
One piece, no, better, or rather, the belt is less a problem than the crane who moves the stuff over.
Yes.
Oh, you need to feed the crane with coal. No, wait, what?
Yes. The hooks or the cranes,
oh, now it's working, okay.
They're working on coal as well. So now they're feeding into the furnace, and the furnace is basically giving us metal sheets, iron sheets, and iron plates, rather. And with this, we are able to construct more of those guys here. What we have to do now is, since we have our iron production up and running, we need to gather coal. But the problem is, the coal patch is over here. So this game gets...
Okay, apparently the volume is really bad. I'm barely audible.
Oh, you know.
Apparently I am. It's a scandal, I know, right?
Chat, can you confirm that ANY gets louder now?
Also, I could try to up my microphone on my end as well. Hopefully it will not clip too much. Yeah. Now it's probably far too loud. I'm loving it.
Probably. I also upped my own volume.
Okay, there we go. That's good news. Good news is good.
I have no clue. I have no clue how the game will now sound, chat. So for everyone who wears headphones, be aware. So let's get back into the game, I guess.
Totally. But yeah, Enigma, the game itself will probably not evolve too quickly, but that's the beauty of it. That's why I'm currently free. I'm not playing myself, so I am just here for you guys in the chat for your personal amusement. So yeah, let's have a talk.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure about what, but we totally should have one. maybe let's have the talk. Unless it's get me banned from Twitch. In this case, I would probably not want to have the talk with you guys.
What is actually up with Twitch and getting banned everything and everywhere? It's so strange for everything these days, it seems.
Is it really that bad, or are people just panicking about it?
The thing is, there are cases where it seems to be very selective, which is never good. So it seems that bigger streams are not bound to the rules as other streams. That's
where does this sound familiar from? Is there
right?
any other movie or video related platform on the internet that is pretty big, that has a lot of very arbitrary rules, kind of only enforces them on the medium and smaller channels? I wonder.
Exactly. So business rules apply as always. So that's one of the huge problems we have there.
Lovely, lovely. Oh, this arm is clever. No, wait, is the arm moving? The arm is moving in and out? I'm so confused now.
All right, I will explain briefly how this system works. So every production unit, which is basically just creating something, has an outlet. That's the little yellow arrow here. So if there's no box or no inventory or storage system or a hook which gets the stuff out of the way of the outlet, it stops producing. So now, as you can see, it stops. Until I go here and I pick this shit up. We have two ways to deal with this. Either we're just building a box, placing it here, and now it will start to just dump the coal into the box until it's full. That's not a bad solution for right now. What we also can do is we can put the moving thingy here, the little claw thingy. And since this is running on coal, it is clever enough to just take from the coal stock its own supply to keep on running. And then it puts, when it's satisfied with coal, it puts it
but then you can build a conveyor belt.
further down. Yeah, and now we're getting into the part of logistics, everybody, because that's fun.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So our task is now to get this coal from this conveyor belt down here. For that we need, obviously, iron plates. Yep, okay. Conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are produced by, and that's the important part, one iron plate and one iron gear wheel.
Enigma is also already pretty amazed.
Yes. We said it's a coin flip, everybody.
Why you, I mean, we are now wiser in regards to the ingredients needed to build conveyor belts in this particular game. I guess we can start to focus a bit more on the chat again. Yes. Also, how did we do the awkward cast? We actually recorded last Wednesday before Keyframe had to leave for BabsCon. Otherwise, we would have done it live anyway. We were already, the original plan was that Keyframe maybe just set some time apart at the convention and basically just sits in front of the camera with, well, a sock puppet. But when we realized, wait, I'm not here, and doing it at a convention is also kind of like, eh.
Yeah, having two parts on convention / slow connection is a bit wonky, right?
Also, talking about the devil, hello Keyframe.
Hi Keyframe, welcome to the stream.
But yeah, we would have done it anyways because it was like April 1st and we had the idea for the sock puppet ages ago. But so we combined it with a pre-recording that made the transition from the pre-show to the puppets a little bit smoother.
I remember you telling me about this idea and I was like, there's not enough drugs to get through the stream. I need to see that. And it was actually amazing. But dude, how was the cramps?
The cramps?
The holding up the hand all the time.
Oh yes, a pain in the arm. I mean, holding your arm up like this for an hour, I had like, my shoulder was burning at the end of it. Kichi actually found some kind of smart move by placing her arm somewhere on the chair. So she was kind of cheating. Yeah,
I was about to say, so she was cheating basically.
Yeah. Keyframe was switching hands at some point during the stream. And I just soldiered through it like, I can't do it. But yeah, with the end result that I literally, when the stream was over, I was like, shit, I'm already feeling my arm cramping up. So some smart person advised me to take a hot bath to loosen up my shoulder, and it actually did wonders. So I soaked myself into hot water for half an hour, whatever. I lost track of time. I came out of it and was like, hey, this actually feels good again. Yeah, and Keyframe says, first of all, hi Yuri. Second of all,
Hi.
the devil, oh sweetie, you flatter me. Oh yeah, and
I guess.
apparently her shoulder blade killed her after that as well. Then again, she fell off the chair at some point, so I'm not entirely sure what was actually at fault here. I mean, I'm not telling anything that the viewers didn't catch. Also, something that probably needs pointing is a thing to point out. Nothing was scripted, rehearsed, or anything except not even the opening dialogue.
Not really, right?
No, we had a certain idea of, okay, first let's have a normal pre-show, then let's do some kind of transition, everybody leaves screen, and then we start up with revealing our puppets even to each other with the actual show. So we haven't seen each other's puppets before either.
The thing is, I was really like, alright, we will do this for 15 minutes and then we'll go to the kind of normal show, but you actually went through with it. And as long as it went on, I was like, this is amazing. More of this.
Well, pretty good. Whenever we have another April the 1st on a Sunday, I guess.
I find it funny that the internet apparently is now sick of April the 1st. Since the big BuzzFeed outlets like the fake media and all that is now picking up on the topic of nobody likes April the 1st and yada yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, but they doing it anyway. You still have those trolley stuff all over the internet, so I don't know. Whoop. When ANY goes quiet, I'm slightly concerned.
No, I'm just reading. Lupus was explaining to Digital Light how apparently I'm lazy. I'm lazy because I let you. Actually, I want to point out that I'm less lazy than usual because chat interaction is for me personally harder work than playing games. Which kind of is in the phrase of playing games, I guess. But no, I'm doing the hard job. I'm being the translator for stuff that goes to Yuri, where Yuri is doing the hard work by playing a game that actually looks like a second job.
We're not even close to our in the micromanagement this game throws at you.
Yeah, here's the thing. Before we started, when we agreed, okay, we are going to do another remote. I like the term remote couch co-op. With neither of us sitting on a couch.
It's true, actually.
Remote not couch co-op, whatever. So when he was like, okay, I wanna play Factorio, and I was like, I really hope that I will not start enjoying this game because we had this often enough that Yuri showed off game.
Yeah, I'm an enabler.
Yes, I mean, what was it? It was Stardew Valley.
Terraria, Stardew Valley, kinda.
Terraria I was familiar with before. I already owned this game.
Yes.
No, but Stardew Valley, which I watched you play, and I was like, I need to get this, and I bought it within days. I watched you play on your own stream, Subnautica and They Are Billions. And while I haven't bought neither yet, both interested me. So that's the thing. So both caught my interest. And I was kind of afraid, like, oh god, please don't let this be another time sink game which I watch him play, and I'm like, I need this now too. But so far, I'm pretty safe. So far, I'm just watching you play, and I'm like, God, this looks tedious.
The thing is, when you're doing it wrong, you will notice very, very quickly you fucked up in some way. I can already tell that this setup maybe will bite us in the end because this arm already is out of coal. So, yeah. The beauty of it is when you actually figure out how this stuff works, and you need to do that, it's just wonderful how everything works together in Unity. But you need to want to get to that point, basically. It's not a game for everyone. I can totally see that you would say, this micromanagement shit is totally beyond me. So we already have to do a little bit of refactoring.
That's lovely. Also, yeah, apparently Keyframe just bought Stardew Valley.
Oh,
she's
nice.
She's now wondering how much of her life will now be consumed by it.
I mean, you are playing pretty much all the time HOTS, so
It can only go up. No, but also you are flattering me by saying that I nearly have all the achievements. No, I'm not even close. I have all the easy ones, except maybe fishing, which is a more grindy one. Mm-hmm. But I have the majority of but I
the sane one. Let's put it that way.
I have the sane achievements. That's a good way to put it. However, the achievement. Wait, let me just check. So, I mean, that's what I can do in the meantime. Let's go. Stardew Valley.
And by the way, chat, while ANY is looking that up, please tell that man that he is actually capable of entertaining a chat, because he pretends he's not capable of doing that. And also watch his Bioshock stream. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, wow. I mean, I would say it's a cross promotion, but we're actually on my channel. But nevertheless, thank you, I guess. At least the first episode of the Bioshock thingy, that was... I felt intense, so I can assume that it was fun to watch. But the second one was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, again, the Bioshock has weird pacing problems, I would say.
So, okay.
In some parts.
I have, let's see, 75% of all achievements, which are mostly the sane ones. I have some crazy shit like, the fishing achievement. I restored the entire town center, which has some very fiddly stuff in it. I guess the monster builder thing is a little bit grindy. I went for the ship 300 crops of one, ship 15 of every crop. This is all stuff you can manage fairly easily. Now,
tell everyone about the cowboy game.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. So then there's another achievement, which is the equivalent of the town center, which is the Jojako Member of the Year, which is basically you have as in every good video game, you have exactly two paths you can go. There is no middle ground. You can either go completely corporate and be evil and side with the Jojo company, which is all about the money.
Yep, capitalism, everyone.
Yeah, or you can decide to be the hero of the town, to restore the old town center with the help of magical wood spirits, because that's how it works, right?
Mushrooms, right?
By collecting the most rare and insane and silly items throughout the entire game. So it's either of those two. I have played the latter one, so I need the second playthrough to get the Jojo one, but that's not it. So you need at least 2 playthroughs to get all. The cooking thing, cook every recipe. I don't have it. I missed a few recipes and a few ingredients. The complete collection, also not sure. That's something you just need to collect trash basically and bring it to the museum. Craft every item. Oh,
that's a hard one actually.
Wait, I have not caught every fish. Which fish am I missing? Oh, there's a fish in one. I have actually not entered one area yet, which is also pretty weird. That there's still an entire area I have not entered.
Seriously?
Yeah, the swamp.
Oh yeah, the swamp. Yeah, I remember.
Because the problem is, I already reached a scale of the level where it's not like you do it on a big scale, like with the crops, like the harvesting and stuff, and it doesn't. And you need half the day to go through all the chores on the farm, which wouldn't be too bad actually. By the way, I can't see you anymore, guys. Sorry, I only have one screen. Um, but lost track of thought. How did this happen? Happens to me never.
You were a swamp and you do not have all the fish, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, it became so big that the shore. I mean, in theory, you can just stop doing the chores and nothing happens. The animals will just stop producing their stuff, but they will still be healthy and everything is cool. Um, the what's the other thing? Um, the crops. If you just don't build crops, there's a funny thing. You actually don't need any food or money. If you don't, you have no need to keep your livelihood going. So
Yeah, you actually do not need to make money. That's the
yeah,
funny thing, yeah.
you have no upkeep. So
Yeah.
at some point you also have so much money. I believe I reached the last money achievement.
Last time we
Uh,
checked, you didn't. I had it already because I was basically playing this game as an economic game and not as a soap opera, as you do.
Shush. Okay, I'm a millionaire, but
There was, I think, the billionaire
there,
thingy.
there a bigger one, like 10 billion or so. I don't know. There are two hidden achievements. Find all star drops, which is probably also connected to the last section I have not entered yet. So yeah, there are still a few achievements that I actually could get. Full house, get married and have 2 kids. I have already 1 kid and my wife is pregnant again. So this one is
Heyo!
this one I actually only need to log in and I have it. However, there are this one or rather two achievements that are, from my point of view, literally not doable. They are possible technically, but in this game there is a mini game, like a literal arcade machine, which is called Prairie King. So
Yes, and it's amazing.
you can in game play a game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fucking hard. So beating this game will already be a murderous challenge. And then the hidden achievement is beat this game without getting hit once.
Which is
It's a
doable.
yes, technically it's doable, but this is something I will never finish. I'm sorry. This is something I literally will never do this. Oh, and by the way, in this game I sunk just for reference, with me not even having all the achievements, in this game I put a total of 140 hours.
Nice.
And I haven't even cracked. And this prairie game, this Prairie King thing, is an entire game in and of itself to crack it with the achievement. But yeah, sorry guys, let me catch up to what happened in the chat. I want to get all the fish. Yeah, if you want to get all the fish, you literally need to play most of the game because some of the fish you can only get in special locations. So have fun with that. So no Journey of the Prairie King. No, sorry, no.
We actually did a short attempt on my 24-hour stream.
Yes.
And there, ANY realized he's way too much.
Yeah, I literally will not be able to do it. It's on the one hand it's sad because except for those two achievements, the rest is actually doable for me personally. I mean, it's obviously doable, but I mean, I have other games where where I would say it's not realistic to get achievements. Like Tomb Raider has multiplayer achievements. I mean,
Yeah.
who plays Tomb Raider multiplayer? Seriously, no.
I mean, I have the same problem with World of Warcraft. There are specific achievements you need to do PvP in World of Warcraft, which I despise because World of Warcraft PvP is probably the dumbest thing on earth. So I will not do it. So therefore I will not get the achievement.
Also, Keyframe is giving the advice that when it comes to Bioshock, where I had the feeling that my second stream was inferior, that apparently I also should not stream for too long because when I go over my limit,
That's normal, yeah. Yeah.
I lose a bit of energy, which kind of makes sense, especially. Didn't I do this after work or did I do this on the Saturday? I can't even recall.
Saturday, I think I noticed. The thing is, I think 2 hours, if you're really enjoying the game, is a good sweet spot, because then you have half an hour which you can stretch, so you can make it 2 hours and 30 minutes or something. I have good experience with that. That's a good time to just cap the stream, and just being pretty on the clock with that keeps you fresh, and also it keeps the energy in the stream, and not doing too much power streaming, just one session, right? So
but yeah, Digital Light, I'm completely with you. Usually I just a few weeks ago I got my third screen at home, because I was fine with 2 screens for the longest time for my actual daily use, but for streaming I can only recommend 3 screens. Because sorry?
I actually went from a 5-screen setup back to a 1-screen setup, and then I started streaming again and just got me a shitty second monitor, which is not even, I think it's not even HDMI, but I need that for streaming, because there's no way to do it otherwise.
We got an Eliora in our chat.
Nice, welcome to the stream.
Which is a good thing that she's in the chat, because this lady has one powerful organ in her chest. I believe you have never heard Eliora, have you?
No, I do not. I did not.
At some point we need to get her in a call with you.
All right. Since I'm such an extrovert in Skype calls, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I already. She's here for a minute, and I already earned my first. Oh fuck you.
Language.
Phrasing. Wait, this is not phrasing. She actually said fuck you.
All right. While you are picking up the next topic to entertain the chat, I will briefly explain what's going on in this gigantic mess. We are now having our iron production down. It's self-supported by having the coal, right? The coal here is now supporting the iron, and it's self-supported. So that's good. But now we need copper, because now we need to make microchips.
Oh boy.
Naturally. What else would we do?
By the way, do the conveyor belts need coal?
No. They are just working by auto magic, I guess. It would actually be insane to also have requirements for the conveyor belts like energy or something.
But yeah, Ellie, the game is called Factorio, and it's, how would you describe it? A building game. You build an entire automated industry. It's
It's a process managing game with a little survival spin on it, because there are also enemies in this game. So we can die. We can be attacked by aliens. Yeah, because aliens. So the thing is this. Since we are burning a lot of coal, ripping the nature to shreds just to escape the planet, right? And leave it as a ruin, as you would do as an engineer. There are bug peoples on this planet, and they do not take kindly on just making a lot of pollution in the area. So if you overdo it with the pollution, which you have to do at certain points, they will start to attack you.
So basically, you are the bad guy, and eventually nature will start fighting back against your abuse of the planet, and you will crush nature.
Yes.
Oh boy.
We're in all intents and purposes, we are actually a Disney villain in this. Yeah, twiddling mustache, nobody stops progress, all that, yeah. But we are looking adorable. Look at him.
Aww.
He walks really funny, I noticed. Yeah. So now we have copper.
In the Factorio, where your dreams and horrors come true. In the Factorio. You're probably not familiar with it anyways, are you? The song.
No, but we have a problem here. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. Coal and iron are all blocking each other. That's good. Oop, there's a little bit. Oh, so it needs more iron. The coal is too much.
Now it's already starting.
Didn't you say you can basically recreate the image of the title screen within an hour?
Yes, I can if the map is good for that.
Also, I have the feeling you have unlimited inventory, don't you?
Nope, that's your inventory. It gets full pretty quickly. So, we fixed it now. How did we fix it? As you can see, the conveyor belts need to be aligned in a proper way, so they have basically they have two lanes, right lane and left lane. And you need to adjust all the conveyor belts so the rocks here get very neatly pushed together and now running along. And now we have the equal distribution on both lanes, and it's way too geeky already. I know. But it's amazing. I love it. What can I say? All right. Nerd. It's wonderful.
Also, apparently you introduced yourself as a good guy earlier, and now you broke dog princesses trusting you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we will do the same now with copper and coal. How do we do that? We will combine the conveyor. By the power of conveyor belts combined. I'm Captain Dave? It was Dave, right?
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, we established Dave as a character.
It's the same name as in Subnautica, right?
Yes. That's...
I thought that Lupus was referencing Subnautica.
Yes.
And so
Dave is still on the planet, and I did not save him yet, but we will get back to that someday.
But this is now basically the sequel. So you managed to have Dave escape from the Subnautica planet, only for him to get to crash land again on the next planet, but this time without water. So he's just ruining the environment from the top. Or it's a prequel. This could also be, because then we have the environmental message in the second one.
No, the prequel would not make any sense, because the Subnautica has actually a story.
Oh.
Where you get... Funny fact, I will not spoil what the name of the engineer is. But it's pretty cliche, to be honest. When we found out, it was like, oh, obviously, that's his name. Yeah, right. But, yeah, there's a story in Subnautica, and it's pretty decent. For a survival game, I would say.
I mean, Subnautica in general is pretty decent for a survival game, from what I've been told.
It's a fun game.
Don't you need to get coal to the copper thingy, or have you already?
Yeah, do you see? It runs through the iron thingy, and then it goes down here.
But I mean to the copper mining thingy, not to the melting pots.
Oh, yeah.
What would you do without me?
It still has 39 coal left, so we're good.
First of all, Ellie, I'm just so happy, because as I mentioned earlier, I was kind of afraid that I would get into the game and get addicted to it and lose any free time I already am wasting on other stuff. But apparently you're kind of infecting Ellie.
Yes.
Ellie, we are probably going to see some Factorio streams coming up on Ellie's end soon.
It's a mesmerizing game. The thing is, this is one of those games where you pick it up and you think, yeah, this is probably get boring after a while. And then 8 hours are gone, and you are pondering about put through conveyor belts in ratio of the burn rate of your second furnace line for the production of enough copper wire to do but it's still enjoyable. Your own mess gets so clunky and so confusing, but it has this like a lava lamp. It's just mesmerizing how everything rolls through your factory, and you're still pondering about everything. It's amazing. I love it to pieces. It looks quite boring, and I think it actually is not a really good streaming game in a sense that the thing is, playing Factorio is quite different than just watching it, I would say.
I guess. I mean, you actually fiddle with it. You have the
Yeah.
endorphin rush when you manage to achieve whatever you're building. But still, I have watched enough Let's Plays to get even from looking an idea. And you should really make this conveyor belt longer so that the coal, the surplus coal, goes to the copper mining thingy. Or do you have coal?
Actually, the mining drills are not that expensive to feed on coal. That's the good thing.
Okay.
So you can dump 50 copper. You can dump 50 coal in it, and then it's fine. But what we can also do is to have a little threshold. We are just going over here, since you mentioned it. And as my overlord, I will
just dump it.
Yes, I will do something. So the idea is you only can store 50 coal in this unit, right? So it will burn out eventually. What you can do instead, you're just putting a box here, you're going here, you're dumping all the coal, and then you're doing a little arm
thingy.
and
But
now it has more stuff, right?
But doesn't the arm? Okay, I was so worried.
The arm only burns coal when it's actually doing something.
No. I was worried that the arm would just put the coal on the conveyor belt and all the coal would be slowly moved away.
Oh, it's so funny when you have a lot of conveyor belts intertwined. Sometimes your arms, because you get more type of arms, which are longer, or filtering stuff which they grab, or grabbing stacks of stuff. All this crap gets so confusing after a while that you just need to very specifically align all your grapple thingies to the correct conveyor belt.
Oh, this sounds lovely. This sounds absolutely
It's actually amazing. So now we have copper plates, and now we can make microchips.
Also, there's something I kind of overlooked.
Yes.
I should really be careful not to pronounce Factorio too German.
Factorio. Fuck you.
Apparently, I started to call it Factorio instead of Factorio.
Yeah, that's the charm of a German accent, I would say.
Because here's the thing, guys. It's a quick German lesson for everybody out there. So the letter A is called A in German. So if I would read the name of the game completely German, it would be Factorio. So there's a R, the Oreo, it's more Oreo, Factorio. This is how a German would pronounce this game.
Yeah.
So in my defense, by the way, what have you built there? A pump or a water?
Yeah,
pump?
now we need steam. We need steam power. So we need water, and this water we will boil, and this boiling water will provide steam, and the steam will go to the heat generators, and the heat generators will make electricity, which we need to get away from this coal stuff.
Thingy. Yeah, but now chat is making fun of me calling it Factorio.
Factorio.
Factorio, not Factorio.
Factorio.
Also, now that you mentioned steampunk, I have the feeling that somebody else in the chat might be tempted to pick it up.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it goes up.
Now, Denim, how much of steampunk trash are you? Can you resist this game?
It gets pretty steampunky for a while. I mean, I'm a huge sucker for steampunk, so...
But then it moves on to cold fusion, and all the steampunk fans will be lost.
There's only one type of fusion. The personal fusion generator for your dude. Because your dude can be equipped after a while. Because there's armor and guns and other guns and flamethrowers. And you can build a tank if you want.
Ooh, and even rockets. Also, I have the feeling the digital light is actually familiar with the game. Earlier, he was commenting on the conveyor belt problem where the coal and the steel intermixed. And now he's also oh yeah, what was it? Can he have a flamethrower?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me just check on Steam if Ellie has already bought the game yet while we are still talking.
The flamethrower is pretty amazing because for fire spreads.
So
kinda. So you can burn down a lot of trees. And trees, actually wood is one of the most scarce resource I tend to find. Because wood is... It is actually a very early resource you need to, for instance, make boxes, but also make electric line posts, basically. Lineman thingies. And if you do not have any wood, you're basically screwed. Forever. Because you do not get the electricity anywhere. So you can be screwed over by the map generation.
So you say Ellie can glass the entire planet?
There are nukes in this game.
But glass it with a flamethrower.
Yeah, kinda. The tank has also a flamethrower. So it's basically the flame tank from Nod from Command & Conquer. If someone has played that. The Torch of Nord.
Oh, apparently Digital Light has not built the flamethrower yet.
You need to build that. It's so much fun. It will kill you more times than it will help you, but it's a lot of fun. It's actually, I do not enjoy flamethrowers in video games for some reason. They are mostly because they are more dangerous to you than anything else. But in this game, it's just hilarious. All right, we need more coal.
And probably also wood.
You
mentioned wood earlier.
We have 10 wood. Wood is not a problem right now. But I need now the heat engine. We need the boiler and then the steam engine. Right, alright. Now to the fun part. How many steam engines do we need to keep one... No, how many boilers do we need to keep one steam engine running efficiently? And now conversion mathematics comes into place.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because now you have to convert the coal and the time you need the coal to get to the boilers, and the boilers, the time they need to produce steam, and the time the steam travels to the steam engine. And that you can just calculate, and now you know how much conveyor belts you need and which speed they need to. Right? So...
I have the feeling you just lost the majority of potential buyers for the game.
The funny thing is, you can go that deep. You do not need to. It's helpful, but because we can also say fuck it. We are just putting this boiler thingy here, and then we are putting the steam engine here, and we will see what happens. Because that's also the fun thing about this. When you have a lot of experience, in the end you have a very designed and very functional proper system where everything is running smoothly, and it looks kind of cool, but after a while it also looks it's like staring in the internal mechanical works of a Swiss watch. It's interesting for 30 seconds and then you're just bored because it's always the same, right? But when you have not paid any attention to anything, and you just build as you thought it would be cool and interesting, then you have a gigantic clusterfuck of stuff.
You should throw in the first piece of coal into the left mining thingy.
I did.
You did? Why is it still not working?
It is working now.
So you didn't.
So, but the problem is, this one is now not self-sustained because I have built it in the wrong place.
What would you say about the early accessness of the game?
A recent update came out, 0.16, which introduced artillery, new terrain. So there are updates coming. It's not like one of those survival early access games where nothing is happening for years. So there are mods.
So they are still working on it, but
Yeah.
How is the functionality right now? Already worth its money, or?
Value proposition in video games is always a hard topic. I have clocked 90 hours in this game and I did not regret any minute of it. But it's a game which you can play in bursts, I would say, where you cannot get enough of it and then you are just dropping it for 6 weeks because you are just fed up. It's like licorice. You're just having enough of it after a while. And then you are getting back into it and then they did a lot of updates and then it's cool again. However, that said, just from the objective content, I would say there's enough in it because I actually never started a space rocket yet. Because it takes forever. It simply does. You need so much resources. So, yeah. I would say it's worth its money.
90 hours in and you are still not at the space rocket. So as a point of reference.
Yes.
So there is just so much content.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ellie, the good kind of pure evil or the bad kind of pure evil? Licorice, I mean.
The thing is, I hate licorice. It was just as a reference. I mean, I could just go for another candy where you cannot get enough for 3 days and you're just eating all of it straight and then you're just sick of it because you eat too much of it. That's my analogy there. So
I assume the cables can provide electricity in the colored area around surrounding it, right?
Yes, that's correct. So
also, hello, little chips. Nice to have you back.
Hi, little chips. Welcome to the stream. If you are a sucker for line graphs, this game has line graphs in spades. So, this is our item production line graph. That's how much coal we Anyway, that's also in the game. So, if you're interested in that, just go for it.
But if you're not interested, it's also not obligatory, I take it.
No.
Okay. So, everybody who is not a fan of line graphs, you can still enjoy the game.
Sometimes it's even hard to just understand those line graphs because they are just, alright, yeah, I'm producing coal. But the logical conclusion that your coal production also needs travel time to all the stuff which consumes and so on and so forth. There's a lot of logistic in this game, which at the first glance you're just not realizing how important it actually is and how much it affects the game and how effective you are in the game.
Just to get this straight, licorice is still this black stuff that often sells sweets and yeah, exactly. Because oh my god, so apparently licorice is not very popular with many guys.
It's not.
So far, the only person who likes it in the chat is Keyframe, but then again, she's a masochist, so this kind of says nothing about the entire situation.
I recall having eaten red licorice, which is from Denmark, which has a very strange taste to it, but I could stand it better than the normal licorice.
Also, there are so many people who have not ever tasted. Dog Princess has not eaten licorice. Digital Light. It's so weird. I mean,
you could not even start to describe. The thing is, you cannot even describe the taste of licorice if you never had one, I would say. There's nothing else out there which even comes close to the taste of licorice.
What about Pulmol?
Still. I mean, yeah, anise, right? But
anise, because licorice is just a candified version of anise. But I mean,
it's sweetwood, right? It's sweet root. Licorice is sweet root, isn't it?
But I mean, I'm also not a big fan of it, I will admit, but the amount of hatred or distancing people feel for it, this is, I'm amazed by it. I'm just saying, it's amazing. So everybody in the chat who has not yet declared their relationship to licorice, please go ahead. I need to know more.
Yes, we need all your hate. All the hate for licorice in chat.
in Denim's case, also love. So there are people loving
Well,
it.
I'm not surprised that Denim is a fan of licorice, to be honest. That's no
Okay,
surprise there.
Explain. Why
I
are you not surprised that
mean,
Denim is? Yeah, yes.
just saying. Denim strikes me as a licorice type.
This raises more questions.
Completely random.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she plays Butcher and cries for blood every hot session we play. So
It's true. Then again, this is basically like British Ninja. Now we need to find out if British Ninja likes licorice.
he's British, of course he likes licorice.
Wait, I'm sending him a message on Skype right now.
Hey everyone, go to British Ninja's Twitter and tweet at him if he likes licorice.
Wait,
Or just tweet licorice pictures at him without any comment.
and we will see if he will like it or not. And for
Yeah,
everybody
let's
who
see
is
if we
not-
can summon him.
Yeah, for everybody who is not aware what licorice is, who British Ninja is, shame on you. And second of all, here is his Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Twitter, and he also streams occasionally. Pretty cool dude.
Or is part of streams here on the channel.
Yeah,
Does
he.
this count as harassment or cyberbullying?
I hope so. Otherwise, where would be the fun in it? All right. We need certainly more wood.
I don't like that. I hate it. Okay. I didn't eat. Enigma, another one who never ate licorice. This is fascinating.
If you ever try licorice, never go for the salty version.
Oh,
Because
yes.
that's especially bad.
Yes. You have this kind of special type of sweet combined with salty. So yeah, this is one weird kind. I mean, grandmothers usually like it. So if you are
Yeah,
a grandmother, then go ahead, get your salty licorice. But
Do you, if you never had licorice and you want to compare it, the thing is, the sweetness is so strange. It's not really like when you bite in a fruit and you think, hey, that's really sweet. And then you realize it's sweet because it's overdone. It's rotten in the core, basically. In that direction. Not as bad, because you expect it if you are if you're familiar with the taste of licorice, but it gets in this direction, I tend to find. Which is horrible after a while. So, it's pretty strange. But some people love it. Alright.
okay, have I ever ruined a candy for anyone? You mean except for Skittles for you?
I can ruin chicken McNuggets for you guys because I worked in a McDonald's.
I'm not entirely sure if this counts as candy, but then again, there's probably so much sugar in the average McDonald's food that it probably could count as candy. Because for everybody who doesn't
In relationship to chicken McNuggets, food is a strong word. Just saying.
Skittles. Hey, I have ruined Skittles for more people than just Keyframe. Now I'm interested.
Skittles were never good.
Oh no! But I was I am able to actually ruin them for people by trying to condition them.
Do we can find another sweet or candy or whatever which people despise? Beside licorice, obviously.
Also, I guess you can you go ahead? Oh, digital and Wendy apparently has nice nuggets. Then again, the question is, does Wendy make their nuggets different than McDonald's?
The thing is, it's not even how the nuggets are made. That's also pretty disgusting. But it's what happens when they are basically prepared. And the rules you have to follow to store those nuggets, at least in Germany it was the case. And then you see what's happening with the nuggets. So... I just say one thing. Nuggets, when you hold them warm so you still can sell them after you taking them out of a deep fry, they turn gray. Just gray. Real gray. if you ever want to see that, just buy 20 nuggets and just place it somewhere and wait for 2 hours. I kid you not, they turn gray. From golden, orange thingy to gray. It's horrible. That's not even food anymore. Alright, so now our copper production is running. And we have energy. And we replaced all the coal hooks, grapple
so now
thingies.
we have even more surplus coal. So what are you going to do with the coal now that you don't need it for running the majority of your systems anymore? Also, your steel.
Do you see the boiler here? The boiler needs coal. So he does not run on electricity. So what we do now is we building a research facility, because right now we have only those options to build stuff. We have a burner, we have a normal inserter. Inserter is the word I was looking for.
I guess Eliora feels Eliora's
yes.
Pact,
go on.
Not pact, but her pact to not go to McDonald's anymore. Not pact, the different word. You guys know what I mean. Her swearing to never go to McDonald's has just been...
The oath?
Your oath, yeah, thank you. Her oath to not eat McDonald's has been confirmed by your Grey Nugget story. So you did something good today. And apparently a lot of people have made their own experiences with not decaying McDonald's food.
That's also... Guys, really, we had a window in our kitchen in McDonald's. And what we did is we took one of the nuggets, which turned gray, and we put it between the window so it could not close anymore. Because there was an automated system which is closing and opening depending on time and temperature, whatever. And we tried to trick the system by just putting something there. The thing is, when you put something really hard between the window, it was registering, hey, that's a solid object, and then an alarm was ringing, right? So what we did, because the sensor was testing, maybe it's a hand, it's a human hand, so I will not close, because the human hand, the tissue of a human hand gives in a bit, right? So what we did, we took the nugget, we placed it there, and it stayed there for 3 weeks, I kid you not. And it was not decaying. Not at all. It was just turning to gray. And then in the end it was like a burnt coal or something, it looked like. It was amazing.
Dog Princess is just pointing out, this is a very weird conversation.
I mean, how did we got here? I think we talked about licorice. From licorice to Oh, one candy I cannot stand at all is candy apples, or whatever it's called. Those red thingies, which is just an apple on a stick, dumped into this red candy stuff.
Yeah, they are pretty amazing.
No, they're not. They're horrible.
No, they're amazing. You got it wrong.
All right.
I mean, it's kind of... then again, they always ended up disappointing me as fuck as a kid. So you eat them, and for the majority of those candy apples, you have this great combination of, an apple, but with this sugar crust, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you reach the core of it, obviously you have eaten all the sugar crust, so it's just a plain apple. And after you had this super sweet sensation, having just a plain apple remaining at the end, it's so disappointing. And the thing is, they always end up with this disappointment, because that's how the thing is built. You have the good stuff on the outside, and then it's the inside.
How you are even alive when you're talking about apples are a disappointment? I don't get it. Yeah, if an apple is it's a green apple and it's pretty sour, I at least can understand, but most apples are just sweet as candy. What is disappointment? All right. this little dome here is our lab, and now we have to feed the lab with those science bottles, which we need to make out of 1 copper plate and 1 iron gear wheel. So we getting to our first production. So now let's go to the research.
Okay.
That's the research.
Uh-huh.
So all the stuff we can research. The first thing we will research is the automation. And the automation will give us an assembly machine and a long-handed inserter. So a long hook thingy.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm maybe with you. Also, yeah.
All right. Now, since we're having that, we need certainly more copper because we will get into the process of making our first automation of creating basically those electronic circuits. What do we need for that? We need iron plates because we need to make the little iron cogwheels. And we need copper for the electric circuits. And that we then have to get to a factory, basically. And this factory will create electronic circuits. And this electronic circuit stuff will get to another factory, which will create the science bottles. And the science bottles then need to go to the lab. So we do not need to go to the lab all the time and just put the bottles into the lab.
Also, have you ever had candy corn?
Candy corn? What is that? What is a candy corn?
No, the brilliant
sweet corn.
Sweet. Wait, let's try to catch up with the conversation.
Yes.
So little chips was like, little chips was exactly like you. What's candy corn?
Yeah. What is candy corn? Is it a corn dog but sweet? I would not put it beyond you Americans that you would do such a thing. Like, hey, let's make a hot dog, but sweet. Or a corn dog, or whatever it is.
Enigma, you are a free person. You can go if it is too hard for you to watch. Also, we have an interesting candy talk, so that's the thing. Have a candy talk.
Like I said, Enigma, no hard feelings. This game is certainly not for everyone. And ANY and me, we knew before this is a coin flip.
I mean, this game is not for me already. Oh, look
is
at
it not?
Those things like ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
They being completely in sync is beautiful, I will admit. But have you had candy corn? I don't think that I have had candy corn, but I know them because they are one of the super iconic candies you see in every Halloween movie.
What is candy corn? I want to know.
The little triangle thingies.
Yeah.
A little bit triangle and with different color stripes on them. Like orange, white.
Yeah, I know now what it is, and it's disgusting as hell. Yeah.
So you have had it before?
Yeah, I had it. I remember now. Thank you bringing up the scarring experience. Another thing, chat, I'm completely not a sweet tooth. That's another thing about me. I'm not a snacker.
He's drinking his coffee black.
Like my soul.
It's true. It's true. I put sugar and milk on top of it to hide the blackness. Like my soul.
Ebony and ivory, living in perfect harmony, and such.
Need more science?
Yeah, we need certainly more science.
Jelly beans. Okay, but talking about what? What's racist? What's now racist? Who is racist?
Ebony and Ivory, living in perfect harmony. I don't know. I know it from this one movie with Ashton Kutcher and the one Black Father, and they were in the car, and the father was basically the father-in-law, the soon-to-be father-in-law, right? I cannot recall the title of the movie, but they did not like each other, and there was the tension in the car, and then the Ashton Kutcher turned on the radio, and the song was playing, and yeah, that's where I know this song from.
But yeah, apparently Ellie was just joking about us referring to Black Souls.
Also true. ANY, do you like Underground Belt?
Totally. So you have now 2 layers, like with Sin City, where you can see the shit flow away under the city, which was there was this one reason, which was the recent installment of Sin City with the always online, which everybody hated.
SimCity. It was just SimCity.
Yeah, but it was one.
The latest one. It was one of those trendy games where it's apparently now cool to call the new game just the original title. Yeah, like Doom.
But apparently one of the fantastic new features, besides the fact that you have to be always online to do those inactive passive trades with neighboring cities by other players.
Yes.
One of the fantastic new features was a sewer system with an actual view that showed you the poop, and where you could also see how the poop got flushed away to certain times a day.
Why would I ever even want that?
That's the question, but it kind of was a very interesting metaphor about the game itself. So,
cookie sandwiches? And why? What is a cookie sandwich?
What is a cookie sandwich?
I don't know, but Keyframe is just talking about it in chat, so...
And why? Have this cookie sandwiches which... Okay.
Prinzenrolle?
No. Also, I guess, but no, I guess Keyframe might refer to the Prinzenrolle. So, are you referring to the big ones with chocolate in the middle, or the tiny ones with other cream in the middle? Because I also have from the turkey store, I have those. They are kind of like Oreos. So you have cake, and
Oreos,
but not Oreos, but the Turkish ones, the turkey ones.
Which
are if you go to one of the turkey stores, they have bazillion different kind of flavors.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
I saw a few years ago I saw this nice big package of strawberry flavored, and obviously I had to get it.
Oh, obviously.
So and since the big pack was had a bunch of single packed rows in it, so I still have a few of those rows over because they are vacuum sealed and shit. So every
probably never go bad.
Probably not, because it's turkey sweets, and
yes.
They basically consist out of sugar, and sugar cannot go bad. I mean, sugar is actually one of the ingredients that can keep stuff from going bad, like fat, like stuff. Then again, fat can go bad-ish, but it's complicated. Oh, the long arm is there now. What do? They are not needed there. I'm confused.
Wait for it.
Oh, and there goes electricity. You done goofed. Oh, okay. The goofiness is over. Too bad. Keyframe cookie thief. By the way, we still haven't had an angry British ninja here, so either
nobody tweeted at him. Apparently,
nobody tweeted at him, or he simply was not online yet, and he's coming home because I believe he actually has Tuesday some kind of club or class after university.
Ooh, social contacts, disgusting.
Yeah, no. Which is the reason why he is not always available for Gaming and Ties. So yeah, he actually might not have come home, and he will only see those messages after we are already done with the show.
Yes.
What are those things he's putting there now? What are those little drug packages?
Drug packages? What?
I don't know. They are
metal sheets. That's metal sheets, dude.
Those are metal sheets.
Those are iron sheets. Iron plates.
Those are not iron plates. Those are little, like, paper bags of drugs, of white powder or something. It's not an industry simulator. It's actually a drug cartel simulator. I got you.
By the way, there's a very neat little mod for RimWorld where you can become a drug lord. There's a little drug production facility in the game. Because someone thought about, hey, do you know what RimWorld survivors need? Means to do drugs and produce drugs and sell drugs because reasons. I love the mod community from RimWorld, and Factorio also has mod support. So
Yes, Turkey, the country, not the animal. Not little sandwiches out of Turkey.
that's something I always wondered. Turkey sandwich. And I was always back in the days. I was always like, Sorry?
If you're not talking sweet, then the turkey sandwich is actually something very tasty.
Out of Turkish people? What?
What? No! The bird, not the people.
Ah, all right.
Then again,
I get it now.
Then again, I've been told that humans taste like chicken. So...
Yeah.
Kind of
But that's actually a trick of your brain. It just pretends everything tastes like chicken, so far as I'm told.
Well, your conveyor belt for the metal. Now, all this metal is basically lost, isn't it?
No, it just waits.
Yeah, but I mean, it waits in a dead end, so...
Yeah, it just does not go anywhere, but we will take care of it in a moment. Because now, we're making our first production facility.
Hey, underline thingy. Oh, actually was not talking about the metal plates, but the other metal.
What do we need for this one? We need cogwheels. So we need to produce cogwheels first. For that, we need an inserter. This inserter will now put metal sheets here, and the assembly machine will make iron gear wheels. Right? So next to it, what we will do is we will place another assembly machine. This assembly machine will create...
Oh boy, Ellie.
Science packages, and now we only need to get this copper from here, there, and then we are almost done with our first production line.
Then you are producing what?
Means to do research, basically.
What are maraschino cherries?
What?
Maraschino cherries.
I have no clue, actually.
Let me Google this.
It sounds delicious.
I'm not sure yet. Ooh, okay. Ooh, those are the... You will probably not like them. Those are
probably
those
not.
super sweet cherries. Those super red cherries.
Oh, which you would put on the ice cream.
I guess, like, but the
thingy?
ones that are looking kind of glowy, elusive.
Oh yeah, they are not even familiar with real cherries, right?
In theory, they probably are, but they are even too sweet for me, which doesn't necessarily mean anything because there's a lot of stuff I don't like.
I mean, you're German as I am, so we are prone to not liking much stuff.
It's true. We are well known for hating and disliking most of stuff.
Yeah.
So, they are candied cherries you can see on top of sundaes.
Yeah. Sundays is the term.
Remember. I'm not sure if this is in any context, but Digital Light just says, like, just remember, in Japan has a tradition to eat KFC on Christmas.
Good to know, I guess. The thing is, you can get much better food in Japan than KFC, so...
Also, fun fact.
Yes.
I one day I was just for reasons, actually on a Sunday, like at 6 p.m., so perfect dinner time, I was like, okay, today, whatever, I forgot to buy groceries once again. Let's go to the KFC around the corner and get some quick, dirty food, like students' food, whatever. I have never seen my KFC as packed, especially with families, as on this Sunday dinner time. So there are legit bunch of people living in my surrounding area who go to Kentucky Fried Chicken for their nice family Sunday dinner.
Sounds legit.
I mean, the Americans will probably wonder, like, yeah,
So what?
That sounds normal. But yeah,
Yes.
in Germany, I was
It's
thinking
quite
better
disturbing.
of-
It's quite disturbing, to be
Yes,
honest. Yeah.
it is also disturbing if Americans do it. But at this point, we kind of expect this. But no, not Easter Sunday. I haven't checked it on Easter Sunday, but I wouldn't be surprised.
To be honest, I would not surprised either, because Easter Sunday is also a day where some families start their holiday. So they get on the road, right? And then they are just stopping by KFC or whatever to just grab food for the road. And that's actually something I can say, yeah, okay, I can understand that. Alright.
Okay, now you are producing those things. So, okay, this one is producing cogwheels, and the cogwheels are producing. Wait, I don't. How are cogwheels producing bottles? I'm pretty sure you explained it earlier, but
No, there's no logic here. It's just, hey, you need X and Y to make Z.
But which is fine as long as X and Y make a logical sense to produce Z. But here we have cogwheels getting turned into bottles of red chemical.
Yeah, with copper. That's the reason why it's red. Obviously, and why?
Okay,
Well,
what
duh.
do you use what do you turn the bottles into?
Nothing.
I'm
The
afraid.
bottles are one of the products which are consumed by the lab for reasons.
Okay, and what
It's
does
probably
lab-
the red monster drink for all the lab scientists thingies, which are just doing all the science stuff, and they need a constant Red Bull supply. It's Red Bull. Not sponsored yet.
We're working on, but Red Bull. Okay, Red Bull is fine because I was just like, is anyone saying the company?
So, look at this. This is already far too messy. We need to really strip all of this and make it in a proper way. But yeah, alright.
Okay, but what are the science lab? Okay, the science lab just need Red Bull to run. Okay, the science lab produce science points for which you research new stuff. Okay, I get it. I guess I get it.
Yes. So actually, everything revolves around this lab structure here, up to a point where you would need more and more resources to create even bigger stuff like robots, the space shuttle itself. You will produce gasoline, sulfur, chemical stuff to just split oil. So there's a lot of stuff here.
I have the feeling I just ruined my Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
So Little Chip was asking a moment ago, like, is ANY saying cogwheels or cogwheels? And now the auto moderator, which I could not recall turning on, but apparently it's on now, and the auto moderator, so some kind of
Yeah, I know.
Twitch, is asking me like, is this sentence allowed or is it not allowed? And
Allow
I
it,
allowed
please,
it because
please
yes,
allow it.
Yeah,
And everyone, look for this moment now and just clip it, please.
No, but
go
the
back.
thing is,
Look for it. Do it. Do
but
it.
what is this? What is
Do it.
disturbing me?
Clip it.
Clip
it. And tweet it at ANY. Tweet it.
Is the Twitch replied with "Thank you for your feedback."
Oh.
So Twitch is now memorizing me, being like, "Yeah, talking about cocks in my chat. Great.
Yeah.
And Twitch is like, thank you for your feedback. We now know you like cocks.
I mean, we are not judging here. Alright, now to the point where we need to speed up this process, because just one facility making the science pack is not enough, apparently.
Ellie, no offense, but you hearing cock wheels is a completely different issue. Oh god, no. Now T-Frame is asking what would cock wheels be. No, too many images.
I have a pretty good picture in my head right now.
Oh god, oh.
It's pretty specific, actually.
To all the artists and people who do great internet search or Photoshop or whatever, create your own image of the cock wheel and send it at Crimson TV on Twitter.
Oh yeah, please do so. At me.
Wait, let's see.
I do not care about safe for work, by the way.
So yeah, everybody send your best ideas for cock wheels to Crimson Tide TV. Also, the auto mod is there again. Maybe it's just a fancy cock ring. Like, okay, I allow it. Do I have to officially turn my Twitch stream now to mature content?
Did you not already?
No.
Oh Jesus, you should do that. I did it from the start, actually. Because you never know what's coming up.
Yeah, but what am I playing that requires it to be safe?
This discussion alone can get you in trouble in certain areas. So, yeah.
We are just using a colloquial term for penis.
Hey, I do not make the rules.
Penis
Don't shoot
is an
me.
organ every second human, not every single human, but every second human has.
Not even every second, you mean.
Well, actually, no, about every second.
How's the ratio, actually? Is it really 50-50?
I saw a video about it recently on Kurz gesagt, also known as In a Nutshell, where they actually addressed the sex diversity, how they're actually keeping in balance due to the fact that you would think that, hey, actually one guy would be enough to pregnant plenty ladies. So why not have the whole have a distribution where there are a lot more ladies and dudes in the ratio of how they get born or conceived, whatever. And they were playing out the scenario, what would happen then, and if there would be some mutation or defect or whatever, that the entire scale would
the balance?
It would go out of balance, even though it was already unbalanced because you had like one dude on 10 girls or whatever.
Yes.
Evolution was not nice to us. They played fair.
I still do not see the reason why I would. What is preventing?
But actually, it's a fallback because if you have a majority, or if you have this kind of imbalance, like one dude, plenty of girls, then if mutations or any changes happen, this would actually cause the entire scale to jump into the other direction for some reason. It was explained in the video.
Okay.
And it would basically cause a backlash. And for this backlash to not happen, it would then eventually scale back, and therefore, in theory, it could work with a different distribution, but due to the fact that, well, practice doesn't play along with theory in reality, it kind of, over an unlimited amount of time, it kind of balances out, and that's why it ends up with being more or less equal.
I see. So every harem anime is basically just fiction.
No. it is not necessarily because there are the dudes, but they're all sitting at home and not doing anything while only the protagonist gets all the girls. Also, hello, stupid hand. Good evening to you as well. Since he says good evening, I assume he's also Europe-based.
I mean, South Africa is on the same time zone as we are.
Fair enough, but also, but for America, where are we? We are 6 to 9 hours in the past from America. You came at a great time. Well, you missed the candy talk, the McDonald's talk, the cock talk, and now we are just on. No, he's American. He's just he's just preferring to say good evening. Good evening. I mean, it's
well,
always,
good evening, good sir.
Yeah, it's always evening somewhere.
Yes, that's true. That's a true statement.
Yeah, I know, right?
True statement was made that day. Yes, I concur. It's yes,
What
totally.
can I say? Welcome.
It was such a good movie, and you ruined it for me forever.
I didn't sing it. I want to point out I just.
All right, let me share something with you, Chad. NY is a pretty adorable guy. He's pretty amazing. He's a good friend, and he's a very good co-worker. But he ruins every Disney movie in your entire repertoire.
So far,
everyone. Because he beats quotes to death. And he ruins every Disney song on this planet by singing it every time.
Except maybe Bonjour when I walk through the French department. But besides that, we have Bonjour and we have You're Welcome. What other Disney song did I ruin?
I'm pretty sure you ruined more than that. I'm pretty sure. Also, Entangled is a better movie. I went there.
I love Tangled. It's true.
I mean, it's clearly the superior movie.
Superior.
And Frozen is overrated. Good.
Well, nowadays everybody agrees with this statement, but...
yeah, that's true. Actually. Oh, we're already done with our research. So what do we research now?
What? Oh, goddammit. Yuri, you're ruining my bad boy image.
What?
A little chip is now calling me a precious cinnamon roll. God damn it.
He's actually a nurse. It's even worse. He's a nurse.
What?
Yeah, he's a nurse. A nurse. He cares about people and just try to help and improve their life and all that, but he...
No, I need to do something badass. Moses!
Oh yeah, animal cruelty will get you out of there.
Moses!
That's the name of his dog. Or the dog of his sister.
The great thing is I have no idea where Moses is. The other dog, Money, is just lying over there looking at me and not even moving. He's like, Moses!
Wait a moment. We will not glance over that. One dog is called Money, the other one is called Moses.
Well, Money in the sense of Manfred. Moses, come here.
Oh, alright. So it's not money like the currency thingy which you would spend, but...
No. Money like M-A-N-N-E.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Like from Manfred.
The short form of a German name, Manfred.
Here's the problem. I don't think I can lift him up. So
wait for it. Everyone be ready to clip this shit when the dog is just tearing something down and AY is crashing his laptop. Oh. It's working every time, chat. Animals on stream, it's working every time. Alright. We're actually getting nowhere with this here. But now we have lamps. Guys, everyone, we have lamps now.
That was a close one. No. I have a feeling that Moses is actually a little bit camera shy, as if he would understand that he's on stream right now. He's hiding in the back.
I mean, did you ask for his consent? To being on stream?
You wouldn't say no.
Jesus. Alright. How
So,
much energy do we have? Enough.
After this display of my complete manliness, any rumors about me being a cinnamon roll or a good guy should be out of the world, since I just presented how badass I am with dogs. So.
Yeah. The shameful display of animal abuse.
What? Yeah, pure testosterone. Only men do this with animals.
Yeah, the manliest of manly things and all that. Alright.
Oh yeah, I also ruin. I also have a tendency to ruin Ariel. I like calling people poor unfortunate souls.
How dare you?
Okay, any other Disney movies I ruined?
Alright. We have a breakdown. Why do we have a breakdown?
I don't know. Haha, I distracted you with dogs, and now your gameplay is ruined.
Oh, I know why. Do you remember that this thing requires coal? Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned something like this.
Fuck. Alright. But we have a solution for that, because now we're getting into Splitter. We are splitting a conveyor belt, everyone. It's so exciting. Be there with me.
I'm there. I'm there, Isma. I'm there. Splitting it hard.
Yeah.
Sure, this is a splitter. This looks like it has an entry but not an exit. Oh god, there it is. What? Well, you ran out of the necessary material to build conveyor belts. Or maybe you didn't? No, you did.
But there's plenty of other stuff where this comes from.
Oh no, I have invoked the dog and it doesn't leave anymore.
That's fine. I'm actually kind of okay with that. So now we can secure our energy production. Yay!
Hey.
Let's test it. It works.
Nope. He doesn't like the laptop.
All right. So far, everyone is just dumbstruck by this game and has no questions for us, I take it, ANY?
Sorry?
No one has questions for us since we announced, hey, let's do a Q&A and all that?
I mean, we had intriguing discussions with the chat about...
That's true.
Licorice.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, the Q&A is a fallback, but yeah, if
yes.
you guys have actual questions for us, we can also answer questions.
Yes. Feel free. So...
Will you ever finish Undertale? Oh god. Digital Light just went for the low blow.
Hard-hitting questions here on the stream. Yeah, ANY, about that. Do tell.
Well, yeah, the thing is, yeah, we will. Keith and I both want to finish it, and we should be just one, maybe 2 sessions away from the end of it. So, and then the question is, what about the replays? I'm not sure if I will stream the entire replays or if I will just rush them. I have to see. I have no plans yet. But apparently you have to finish the game multiple times to get all the good stuff out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now a very difficult question. I think I cannot honestly answer it due to personal bias, but maybe you can help out, Yuri. Ellie is asking, why is ANY a butt? Or maybe Keyframe knows the answer, I don't know.
I mean, the answer hardly depends on your perspective, I would say.
Please go on.
I destroyed your badass reputation before, so I'm not. You're not a butt at all, I would say. Not even close. It's actually adorable that you try to act like one, but you fail miserably every time. So
I'm evil.
yes, you are. Bad to the bones.
I will die.
Bad to the bones, everyone. ANY, you do not want to meet in a dark alley, because he will offer you to take you to safety and will call a taxi for you. So I have way too much fun to destroy your bad your bad reputation. It's way too much fun.
I mean, not necessarily.
Ah.
But yeah, Undertale will be finished. We really want to finish it. I also have this thing that
Did you finish Dream Daddy already?
No, but this is also one. With Dream Daddy, actually, we had so much fun last time that we already agreed to probably continue beyond one ending, like finishing more characters. And eventually, Dream Daddy is one of the games with realistic achievements. So eventually, when we have played it dead in regards to streaming, I will just continue playing it by myself, or maybe not with
off stream,
off stream, or in streams at horrible times, like.
So you do enjoy your time with Dream Daddy overall?
Oh yes, it's a very fun game. But eventually, once we had enough of the normal enjoyment, I will just go into achievement hunting.
Is that really a game where you want to do that? It's not about you can't. You can, yeah, of course, but do you want to?
I mean, it has manageable achievements, and it has a kind of achievements that
you died once on the stream. I recall that.
Yeah, I know. I completed Honey Pop. So yeah, there are certain games that have story elements that I still enjoy.
Yeah, came for the boobs, stayed for the story.
Not necessarily. Eventually, I stayed for the achievement. So that's the thing.
Just nodding would have been enough, ANY. But yeah, go on.
AMI, do you have morals? Actually, yes. Surprisingly, and they are surprisingly.
Yeah,
simple.
They were discounted last time, so he picked it up.
Indeed. No, it's actually. I actually have a discount version of it, at least when it comes to complexity or quantity. Everything is cool as long as nobody gets harmed. It's a sentence you might have come across in videos more time than once, but. Actually, yes, it's a very simple rule that makes that kind of superstates the majority of other rules people have, or other morals. Don't do shit that's not okay on a big scale. Done.
Be a reasonable person.
Yeah, basically. For example, trolling in good humor on the internet is cool. I do it myself. Other people, as long as it is in good humor. If you become a cruel asshole, then the question is very simple. Yeah, somebody gets hurt, so it's not cool. Very, very simple actually, and I go by this rule in most circumstances. God damn it! Stop talking about my dimples. Well, one thing comes to mind, but perhaps the last stream I haven't seen about yet. Anything planned for streaming again? Yo, Lupus is asking about your streaming plans. How is your internet persona coming along after the hiatus?
Yeah, we will get back to it. I'm still not really sure on the format right now. I liked Hot's Coffee a lot as a format. I also liked the time slot. But the thing is, I'm about to move probably very soon. So, ramping up the stream in the quantity I did before, and then just shutting it down probably because I have no clue how to do it when I just moved, is probably not a good idea. So I will get back into it, but it will probably a different format. I guess I will do one bigger stream on the weekend, and I will aim for 1 or 2 streams in the morning during the week. We will pick up Divinity Divine Thingy Souls again. I would really like to play this with ANY.
Also, bye
Wink,
bye,
wink.
Keyframe.
Bye,
Wink, wink.
Keyframe. Have a good day. Yeah, so we will get back to it. But right now I really need to puzzle around with how do I want to do the time schedule thingy if I have not as much capability to do it because I will move soon. So, yeah.
Also, fun fact, if you hope to get your dose of German streamer from me then, I might be moving too. At a similar time.
It's actually hilarious.
Because I'm taking over this guy's flat.
Yes.
At least if his landlord actually lets me. I mean, we have no confirmation that our big plans actually work out, so I will not quit my current flat before I get your one.
That's probably a good idea, yes.
Yeah, I guess it's a good idea. Also, short version, don't be a dick. No, in my set of morals, it's actually okay to be a dick. That's actually included. It's just, it boils down to don't hurt anybody by being a dick. You can be a lovable dick or an entertaining dick.
John Cleese made a very nice statement, which was regarding humor and how to perceive humor. John Cleese, the dude which was in Monty Python, for everyone who doesn't know.
The science guy in the Q in newer James Bond movies, but not the newest ones, I believe.
Not the newest one, but he was also Q, and he is in several movies. If you do not know this guy, just Google him. He's a pretty amazing dude. He made an essay about basically you have no right to be not offended. That's a really important part about human society and also human humor and comedy and perceiving comedy. You can be offended by humor, yeah, but you're not entitled to someone just stopping that just only because you are offended. So that is a bit linked to ANY's comic about being a dick. The thing is, sometimes it's actually hurtful, and we have seen being trolly and doing humor which goes too far. And I think as a reasonable human being, you can make the difference. It's actually possible to do that and not just overshooting and then just saying, oh, lol, it was just a joke, bro. Just a prank, bro. Yeah, no. You did it for the specific intention to just punch down. That's also a good thing or a good way to see that. I prefer the humor which is punching up, not punching down, right? Humor about minorities is kind of delicate, but sometimes it still works. There's a very fun thing about a radio jockey. A radio jockey just told a joke about blind people. 3 calls. 2 calls about people which were not blind, and they complained and said, how can you do that? That's outrageous. You cannot just do this to the poor blind people. The 3rd call was actually a real blind man, and he told the radio jockey 3 more jokes about blind people. So you can see it. There are delicate lines about this, but it's clear that some jokes are just aimed to hurt people, and some jokes are just there to entertain. And
no.
I think the distinction is certainly possible.
Also, I'm feeling very, very sorry, Stupid Hand. So, Stupid Hand tries to actually backseat game a little bit. He was earlier like, dude, you need more production for all the labs. I see you have already fixed it long before I even saw his comment. Then he had a next comment like, why don't you take out the underground belt left of the copper resin slab, replace it with a belt? This would allow you to fill both sides of the belt. And his recent run just was like, please, I beg you, Yuri, this can't be so much for a patient slowly dying. I'm sorry, dude. I am so sorry for you.
Yeah, we're sorry. If you expect me to do a well build, just join me someday on my stream, and then we can go through this a proper way. This day is more about a casual, just providing a little bit of gameplay background while we are just engaging with chat. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I love it from... are you familiar with Drawfee?
No.
Oh, it could actually be a channel you could enjoy. It's guys on a...
I enjoy the most channels, but I do not have time to watch them all, and I do not do the trick you doing by just forwarding everything.
No, not forwarding, speeding up.
Yeah, speeding up.
I watch the VODs and YouTube videos sped up. Oh, Stupid Hand is already dead and withered away. That's tragic, actually. Well, but if he died while having my channel open in the tab, at least I have one viewer from now on whenever I stream. That's. I have to try to look on the positive side, right? If I just
you're a monster, you know that, right?
I know, right?
Good.
I mean, if I just have enough people dying while watching my stream, then I have a constant viewer base.
You were about to tell me about a channel I should watch.
Yes, Drawfee. So it's a YouTube channel who produce on a very regular basis. I'm not entirely sure how regular, but pretty regular, maybe even daily. 20 to 30 minute videos of drawing challenges.
Yes.
So their slogan is basically, "Hello, welcome to Drawfee."
Like drawing with Jazza?
I don't know. We take dumb ideas and make even dumber drawings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their tagline.
Mm-hmm.
And they get like challenges and everything, and they draw within 20 minutes, like with having fun banter between each other, often having guests and so on. And they keep drawing stuff, which is usually silly, funny, over the top. They can draw pretty well, as you see, how in which time they've given what they draw in the limited time they have, and how they can just draw without any templates or inspiration or whatever. They just hear like something silly like cyborg dinosaur dog fighting Godzilla, whatever, and then they just draw a cyborg dog and a Godzilla within 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So this kind of stuff. They usually only do the line work and color it afterwards for the final shot of the video. But yeah, their videos always end with, "I'm sorry. Yeah, we are dropping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Because they are completely aware that they don't produce the fanciest of...
we are so sorry.
Yes.
When you had Jesse Cox on the podcast, by the way, good episode, good show. I was about to tell him, hey, thank you for Terraria, because that was where I learned English. I'm pretty sure you would just say the same. I'm so sorry that we did this to you. But that's actually true. I learned most of my English, or relearned it, basically, after school, from watching YouTube, Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox playing Terraria.
Funny. For me, it was not YouTube, but yeah, I also learned English after school by media.
Yes. I mean, that's how it goes, right?
It sure does, doesn't it? But where was I going? Yeah, but I have the feeling that reminding Jesse too much of his Terraria days will probably not make him too happy. I mean,
why not?
I don't know. I know that TB got fed up pretty much with the show. But Jesse was still the one pushing and teasing him about getting back into it. So
I mean, it was making money handed over fist. Let's be honest. Terraria, I feel, is the rock where Jesse and TB built their empire on it. To be honest, I would say so. I'm convinced because that show was so popular. I mean, at its peak.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes.
It's really good content.
And it's totally not something that the two of us try to emulate at some point.
That's a topic for another time, I would say.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, seriously,
Hey,
don't.
yes.
We really should get on that shit actually one day.
Well, I mean, here's the plan. I mean, we can talk about it now. So exclusive knowledge for you guys, which looking into the big plans for gaming in ties. The plan basically is because we are kind of running out of good co-op games we are interested in and or we already have and kind of stuff. So it gets harder to find new games. So the plan is basically to make the regular Gaming in Ties bi-weekly and start an ongoing show in the other weeks. Which might or might not be Terraria.
Terraria is a strong contender, yeah. Let's put it that way.
I assume by now you also have a certain fondness for Original Sin Divinity 2.
Oh yeah.
As a potential second contender.
Oh yeah, but that's a game which has a completely different spin. So
we could go for first Tuesday in the month is Diversity. Second Tuesday is Terraria. Third Tuesday is Divinity.
Uh-huh.
Third Tuesday, I don't know, something dark side.
Yeah.
HOTS every certain week, 2 hours of HOTS.
Yeah, multiplayer co-op, professional esport MLG prep.
And I don't
session.
know, the fourth Thursday in the month is revisiting old games.
There are certainly possibilities with that. I think it's safe to say that ANY and me, we are big Terraria fans, and the first thing we said after we played Terraria for Gaming in Ties was, we really need to do this somehow. But there are also other games which are intriguing to us, which could be a longer running series. We will see. You guys, please provide feedback about this.
Absolutely. I mean, catch us up on Twitter. You should know our Twitter handles by now.
I have a slide prepared since I stream over ANY's channel where you can see this when we end the show. By the way, our time, ANY.
Yeah, we are probably getting there. We are at the 2-hour mark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you managed to have a production going. I'm not sure. The labs are just researching stuff right now, and you're waiting for the labs to create new inventions. So
research more. I'm really sorry that I forgot your name already. Mentioned what I could do is just ramp up the production with those science labs and making more. Stupid head. Yeah, the stupid hand. Thank you for the advice, by the way. We could just ramp this up and expedite the research capabilities to just get faster into the game. And therefore, we would also need to do more production, and it gets bigger. The escalation just climbs every time when you reach a new technological stage, which requires more production, more intricate and more longer production lines, and that's basically how the game plays out. I really like it. I know it's kinda boring to watch, and it's also kinda, if you're not into it, well, I'm not into fishing games, and I will never be.
Keep you from playing it on your own stream, anyways. From what I heard earlier.
Yeah, that's true. I will play this on stream one day, maybe for a weekend session or something like that.
Oh boy, Nexus Null is about to might raid us? I mean, sure.
Having a raid, nice. That would be your first raid.
Do you actually ask for permission to raid before? I mean, this kind of defeats the idea of raiding, doesn't it?
It's considered courtesy to ask.
Okay. Because I recall that Keyframe got her first raid. She could not see the chat, so she didn't even know she got raided. And I was telling her, Keyframe, you're getting raided. She's like, what? I don't understand. But yeah, I believe the guy in Keyframe's chat didn't ask before.
I mean, when you have a buddy, you know, right? I mean, when Carnage is raiding Ezekiel the Third, they
And then-
know each other. So nice.
And you see, there it is actually happening. God, and it actually tells you your rating. This is something Eliora needs to learn.
Your first raid, ANY. There goes your virginity. Hey everyone.
Hello and welcome. Also, I love how the Twitch just told me if the raid gets offensive, use moderators. So yeah, it apparently is my first raid. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Gracias, sir.
That's cool. Congratulations, dude. Well, then I would say we keep up the stream for, I don't know, after another 5 minutes.
Okay, you have to get now... oh. Well, I guess that's the downside of asking for permission to raid, that the other people are like, oh, well. But nevertheless, you're always welcome to raid my Twitch. This is probably... Well, there goes my channel. Banned for life. It told me how to moderate offensive raiders too. Okay, I actually never clicked it, so how do I moderate offensive people? Be offensive, Nexus. Give me all your offense.
I have no clue. I actually not in the position where I would need that stuff.
Also, I have no clue how to raid. This is funny. Hey, here's a mate. No, he's like no, he's not going to be offended. I mean, on the one hand, good for you, buddy. You didn't take my bait, but I wouldn't be this much of a dick, anyways. How long did it take you to learn English? How long did it take me to learn English?
Relearn it or actually really learn it? It was 4 months for me.
Also, bye, Dog Princess.
Bye.
Yeah, for me it was also like you got it in schools, but yeah, it's like learning English in school. Yeah, like any
it's
other
not
subject.
even. It's not even practical.
Yeah, you don't learn. You don't use it. Okay. He's offensive by refusing to be offensive. That's pretty offensive in its own way.
That's so meta.
It is.
He got you now.
We are actually both from Germany. So sometimes we actually have American guests on, but yeah, and we try to cater to the American market as good as possible. But it's already, as you can tell by the window behind me, it's already pretty late where I am. So yeah, this is an actual window. You're seeing the night sky, which is dark.
It's getting 10:30.
Yeah.
On our side.
Ah! Auch dir willkommen, Nexus, und einen wunderschönen guten Abend.
I love it that actually Twitch is kind of international just by its nature, right? And then you're just discovering, oh, there are so many people which are from all over the globe. I had my first random viewers on Divinity. One was French, the other one was Spanish, so that's kind of cool. I like that.
But it's still kind of hard to catch the more Eastern kind of people like Japan, New Zealand, Australia. But
Austria, yeah, that's pretty hard.
Oh, those Austrian people.
Those wild animals from Austria, I tell you. Crazy folk.
Or was it with yeah, actually we want to have an Australian guest on Awkward at some point, and we probably have to do it at a different time of day, so
yeah, that time switches or the time gap is brutal. Australia is brutal.
Especially when you try to cater to the later time. It's like super early mornings. That's the best you can do for them.
Yes.
Korean. Austrians just never watch German Twitch streamers. Do they now? Don't they now? Even so, I guess if they are very early birds, they probably can catch the late night American streamers, but Where have we been coming from? Oh yeah, I don't know how to raid. That's a funny thing. I literally I saw the achievements in Twitch because there are those achievements that are kind of guiding you towards being a competent Twitcher who knows all the stuff. But so I saw this feature. But there's a feature within Twitch which is telling you like, hey, do 100 raids or something. And
It's part of an affiliate program, or is it just an achievement?
Just a normal achievement. I don't. You don't have to do it for either partner or affiliate. But the fact that they have an achievement for it basically tells you, like, yeah, we are on board with it. Oh, hashtag /raid channel name.
It's pretty straightforward. I was expecting that actually. Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
I was pretty confused. Like, okay, so raiding is a good thing now, and and Twitch is actually actively supporting it.
That's actually the thing. I'm actually not really convinced about the name choice, to be honest. Because raiding, yeah.
I mean, it has nowadays it has a positive connotation due to World of Warcraft, where raids were a good thing. You did raids because awesome shit and stuff.
I mean,
so I could imagine that from the World of Warcraft days, it has a good connotation. Also, Nexus, nice wink there, nice nod there.
Should we do it?
I might just. But are we still raided by him? Can you raid the raider?
Yeah, of course. You just re-raid. Why would you not?
I don't know. Oh my god! So this is the big finale of Gaming and Ties today. Oh wait, he's not online. So raiding while he's not online would probably not be the best idea.
That's so cute. ANY figuring out stuff. I love it.
Yeah, when I'm a big streamer, I want to raid all the places. Doesn't raiding end your stream? I don't know. Most people here are
bilingual. Alright, you guys. At ANY's Twitter handle, which is somewhere on the stream in a few minutes, just add him that he should remember that we will try a raid for the next Gaming and Ties. For someone.
My Twitter handle. Let's see.
I got you covered. And why you do not? Yeah, you can also do that. Yeah, that's true.
Shouldn't it also be? Oh wait, in my channel feed? Shouldn't it be in my channel feed?
I think so.
Oh no, I have you linked in my channel feed.
That's good. But I also have an outro card for today.
Boy. So you are basically telling us that it is time to move on.
I think it's time to move on because this game will probably get not more exciting because now it's really starting to get finicky and now you start to really ramp up the way how you would improve it and all that. So
basically to sum up, but you will continue it on your own time, I assume. So
I will replay this if my audience wants to see it, basically.
Yeah. So guys, I guess you know where to have to go for more Factorio, not Factorio. For more Factorio, you go over to
more conveyor belt heaven.
To Crimson Tide TV. He might continue with that and plenty of other stuff. I will do whatever my usual things: awkward, Gaming and Ties, and irregular random streams.
That was too early. Watch the outro screen. Behold the outro screen. And there you can see our Twitter handles. It is too dark. I need to make it more readable next time. But that's the outro screen, which we will use from this day on because I want to hammer it into ANY that he needs to ramp up his production value. God damn it. You have 4 slides on XSplit. Use them.
I'm working with multiple presentations by now, so I don't have
That's a start.
All my shows cramped in. I actually use the shortcuts by now to switch between thingy. So
like this.
I'm getting there. Yeah, like this, for example.
All right.
But yeah, everybody, it was fun. Actually, I guess this kind of slow games also work, especially when we do them in remote couch co-op, that somebody can actually have a lot of interaction with the chat. And yeah, everybody.
Let us know. Let us know if you like this kind of concept when we are more engaged with you guys, because I tend to have a lot of fun when I have enough space, or we have together enough space and mental capacity to just being engaged with you guys, because that's 50% of the streaming business, and it's actually the fun part about it. So I like it a lot.
Okay, and after 5 botched attempts to wrap everything up, everybody have a good one, and next time to Gaming and Ties.
Toodles, guys. Toodles. Enjoy the outro screen. Outro screen.
That's the thing, right? We are still audible.
Yeah, I know. Still hot mics. It doesn't matter.
This is our chance to implant subtle supplementary messages.
Join the Navy. Join the Navy.
Subscribe. Wait, subscription means something else on Twitch, right?
Yes, it does.
Follow,
like, share. See you guys. Have a good one.